What's happening? It's Larry Loudpack bringing you the latest in cannabis news and culture. In here with my man Malik, the manager.
Where the sun don't shine.
And this is Fuego News. Let's get it. Indian police are blaming rats for hundreds of pounds of weed missing from their evidence storage facilities. They were unable to provide over 400 pounds of seized cannabis to the court that was supposed to be used as evidence in a recent case. And the cops told the judge that rats are responsible for the fumbled packs. After court, however, the police superintendent told press that the missing weed was damaged in floods and didn't mention any rats. The judge said that the same police station has already blamed rats for over 1,000 missing pounds in the past between a few cases. Yo, they got a history of this one.
Y'all over here talking about some rats is eating how many? 1,100?
Yeah, 1,100 pounds in the past and then like 400 this time. So like a total of about 1,500 pounds.
They got some schemes going on. But look, I don't want no smoke, India. This is all alleged.
Hey,
this is all alleged.
I'm not saying... I'm just saying. Okay, it might be a rat, but that rat probably got a badge on, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all, look. Y'all fit the description.
Y'all are rats.
You know what I'm saying? Okay. But with that being said, if there was rats around here eating 1,100 pounds worth of weed, they be out here laid out.
Yeah, exactly.
We see rats out here. Gone.
Y'all didn't find no bodies, no napping rats? Ain't nobody taking a nap? Yeah.
Nah.
Come on now.
Nah.
And that's exactly what
Can rats get high?
One of the articles I read about this, they talked about a study they did on rats where they let them eat weed, and the rats that would get high got lazier. They wouldn't want to do much, so they wouldn't actually go after the rewards after they
the
got
munchies
high.
And shit.
Yeah, after they got high.
So where the rats at?
The rats are wearing uniforms and are testifying.
And they all stay in one unit.
Switzerland just started the trial period for recreational weed, allowing 400 participants to consume cannabis over a 2.5-year period, while doctors monitor health effects and other variables. Participants will have access to weed products from many pharmacies around the region of Basel that will only be available for people involved in the trial. All trial participants will be supervised by the Psychiatric Hospital of the University of Basel. The study aims to provide information to regulate cannabis in the whole country, and similar trials are taking place in multiple regions around the country. That's fire.
No, yeah, Switzerland, I like the whole going about it in like a test manner. But did you see that they were saying apparently it got delayed in the beginning process because they found some pesticides?
Oh, I didn't see the pesticide part. I saw something else delayed it.
After some of the supposedly organic products were found to contain pesticides.
Ooh, yeah, that's a little suspect. Got to run that back. But I mean, shit, that's going on out here too.
Yeah, true. They shouldn't be selling that to test subjects, though. I mean, or giving that to test subjects.
No, you don't want that to be part of a trial.
Exactly.
Because, yeah.
That's not the same weed that, you know what I'm saying, the regular consumer, I would hope, is smoking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's the thing is that you gotta really eliminate variables.
Yeah,
like you gotta have as little variables as possible so that that's the only scientific way to do something. It's weird to me that it's only 400 people and it's over a 2.5-year period. So like that seems like a long trial period.
The THC potency is supposed to range from 5% to 17%.
I'm not too worried about that percentage. You definitely find some gas at that percentage. Yeah. And also, we live in America where we're used to 30%. I think a lot of other countries are not used to 30% weed. You don't need to do the trials with 32% weed.
No, they're going to be able to pick them up from pharmacies too. That's crazy.
Yeah, there's
like
no
local pharmacies.
There's like selected pharmacies that are going to have the weed products, so they can go to whatever pharmacy is convenient for them. They're not going to be able to advertise either. So they can't advertise any weed products.
Oh yeah, true.
At all.
They're saying Bern, Zurich, and Geneva are kind of doing a similar project in the future.
I like their sauce. Technology is being developed to test people for cannabis intoxication, and law enforcement agencies have already made agreements to buy and use them in the future. A Montana-based company called Gaze has developed a device that will scan a user's eye and use AI to determine if the person is impaired. It looks like a big virtual reality headset that's placed over the suspect's eyes, keeping them in the dark for a few seconds before shining a bright light to scan eye movement. Humans have predictable eye reflexes from certain stimuli that can be impaired by THC. Much like breathalyzers, though, these tests will not be submissible as evidence in court. Yet. You know they're going to try to use them shits in court soon.
What?
Bro, imagine you get pulled over and then nigga try to pull out the Ready Player One headset on your ass.
He got to put the VR set on you and then boom. They scanning your eyeballs like it's freaking Men in Black.
I don't even like getting x-rays.
Yeah, I feel you on that.
But you can refuse a breathalyzer already. So you're gonna be able to refuse that. Yeah, but they can take you to jail.
Ain't no smoking and driving no more.
It's not.
If they start adding that into every single police force, bro, ain't no more smoking and driving, my nigga.
Well, first of all, just don't get pulled over. If you're smoking while you're driving, you're most likely fucked.
Yeah.
I'm not putting that headset on. Y'all pull me. Nah. Y'all might as well detain me. I'm not putting this headset on. Because I know for a fact that shit's going to say I'm high.
It's going to consistently say I'm blowed.
I know that shit's going to try me. Nevada announced a licensed lottery for the 20 cannabis consumption lounges that will be approved across the state next year. The lottery drawing will take place on November 30th. Half of the licenses will be awarded to social equity applicants, and the state has received over 100 applications so far. The legislation for lounges will allow them to be combined with existing businesses that have entertainment, food, beverage, and other services, so you may be able to light up in a casino in the near future.
That's really gonna be a vibe.
Hold up, bro. Imagine F1 2023. We already got the room in Caesars. We overlooking the strip. It's already legal to smoke. Nigga, if Caesars or some casino on the strip has
a lounge, like a smoke lounge,
consumption lounge,
yeah, that's a vibe, bro.
If they have consumption lounges, you're probably gonna be able to bring in your own weed, right? Like that you buy from other dispensaries.
That's what I was checking too, and I don't know if you're able to do that.
Consumption lounges usually can't be set up as a dispensary too.
So like the lounge can't serve weed.
No. And like, remember how the Woods allows you to pay $20 if you bring in your own weed? And I think that's going to be the norm, is that you're going to be able to bring in your own weed, because it's going to keep a lot of people from coming in if they have to buy your weed.
Yeah. You most likely will be able to like use like a blunt or something, because they allow
you'll be
cigarettes.
Able to smoke tobacco.
But yeah, they allowing cigarettes and shit inside of the fucking casinos.
They stopped that at a lot of them.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Which is good, though, too. Smoking and vaping must take place in a separate room of the lounge or be prohibited entirely.
For tobacco?
Yeah, I think.
You know where we gonna be at.
What? I'm getting blowed watching F1.
2 towns in Texas that decriminalize weed in the midterms have repealed their decisions, essentially blocking passage of the law that voters approved. Harker Heights repealed their decriminalization, and Killeen City Council, quote, put a pause on theirs. Killeen is home to Fort Hood Military Base, and within the same vicinity as Harker Heights, so the federal presence in the area most likely has something to do with the reversal. They're not having that.
Fort Hood is literally to the north of Killeen, right? So if you think your next door neighbor is finna be decriminalizing right next to a military base in Texas, yeah, all right.
We was real excited covering this a couple weeks ago. We were like, oh, Texas is
because it's freaking
decriminalizing.
Texas, bro. And then me doing the research and then seeing how close Killeen is to Fort Hood is like, oh, this might actually go the way we expect it to go.
Yeah.
How can y'all do that when the people literally voted for it?
That's what's fucked up. And that's what happened in D.C. And we're seeing this with federally controlled areas. Obviously, a military base is a federally controlled area,
Facts.
right? 2014, Washington, D.C. voters approved recreational use of weed. And since then, they still have not put anything into place as far as implementing an actual rec program or getting anything passed, because the feds are not with it. For some reason, it's ending up on the bill. And then the feds are like,
psych.
And that's not the first time. Like, this has happened a few times on federally controlled areas.
So how do they expect us to get weed into the places where there's people in need? Because we also hear about the veterans that do appreciate the cannabis, right? People that have gone to war have experienced some shit that a lot of people aren't going to experience throughout their whole life. And that results in PTSD and all types of other trauma on a civil human, you know what I'm saying, that's trying to serve their country. So with that being said, if they approved of the weed, why y'all trying to take it away from them?
We literally have a veteran discount at a lot of these dispensaries because there are so many veterans who need medicine and, like to use it.